The Brotherhood's siege is in vain. I am Dracul, Prince of Darkness.
Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Castlevania Lords of Shadows 2, Prince of Darkness, difficulty walkthrough. This is the Storm Rider boss fight, and to anybody who's played Dark Souls, this is just another day in the forest. But in this game, it's a really interesting encounter. You're taking on 3 possessed statues of these Storm Rider fellas. You've got your electrical katana using Fatty. You've got your wind manipulating spear user dude, that's this guy here that I'm sync blocking. And then you've got just this huge, massive muscles with an enormous pillar with a face on it. And I'm not entirely sure what element he is. I think he's the shit one that got, you know, there was no toys left in the toys box, so he just got the big stick. But all in all, they all share a life bar, and every so often when you decrease the life, it's going to get rid of one of them, and another one's going to inherit the power. It's a little bit... It reminds me of Agner and Rudri from Devil May Cry 3, only a little bit different and significantly easier. But now that we've done this, it gets rid of that guy, and he inherits the electrical powers. But the cool thing about the dude I'm picking on, which is the guy with the spear, is aside from his wind moves and a handful of elemental attacks on this phase, he can't really unblockable you that much. So he'll just swing, and you can manipulate this by sync blocking it and killing him, and just completely evading his friend. But it's just... Like I've mentioned, the Kaleidos challenges are really underwhelming, and they're poorly implemented, and I'm going to explain probably in the next video why, if it's not a boss. But the challenges should have been this. It should have been, you know, boss fights and the cool fights from the game. It should have been situations that just are stupid and aren't fun. Like, here's a bunch of mechs and a bunch of dudes. Destroy the guns off the mechs before you kill anything. Like, that's fun. It's a really fun idea, that one. It's almost as fun as a 3rd degree burn. But the cool thing about this fight, aside from everything, it looks amazing, it plays amazing, it's just fun, is the fact that it's a massive arena, so you can never say that you got stuck against a wall, because the arena is huge, and it's just, there's nothing cheap here, there's nothing, like these guys don't have stupid projectiles that every other boss seems to have. They just have, you know, moves that are easily telegraphed and easy to dodge. And I think it's a beautiful fight, I really do. And, like, if I were to review this game, if I hated all of it and wanted to give it a 2 out of 10, this boss fight would have to be a 7 on top of that, because it's just so damn fun. And you might be wondering what's happening with the grab just then. It's a quick time event, and I don't have them on, so you don't take any damage in them, which makes them kind of strange. That move there, every single time he'll do a shockwave, so if you see him picking it up over his head and slamming it into the floor, it does a shockwave move. But now we've killed my favourite one, because he's damn easy to beat up. We've got Fat Guy, and this is a strange one. I don't know if you noticed just then, I did a hold X move with the claws, and I didn't mean to do it. That right there is a directional elemental attack, so you want to dodge to the side of it, or use the miss depending on your proclivity. That's the area of effect, and all you want to be doing here is baiting the area of effect and hitting him with the guillotine. If you can get the last hit of the guillotine, it does more damage than all the hits before it, and it'll speed this up a lot. You'll also notice that my mastery on the guillotine was just completed in this fight, which is awesome. Although chances are I might forget to send it to the overall mastery list, but you don't really need it, guys. You don't need full upgrades for this difficulty, you do not need full mastery, you don't even need the relics, man. You know, the game is very manageable. Even in a situation like this that looks incredibly intimidating, this turns out to be one of the most fun fights on it. One thing I get really annoyed at with just the way the combat works, because they decided not to have a lock-on, there's a soft lock. You know, Gabriel kind of chooses automatically who he wants to hit, and every so often he doesn't, and you miss. And you miss by a small margin, and it just seems really strange to have such a system implemented, especially when, once again, it can backfire in so many ways. But this sequence here, just walk towards him, dodge the moves. As soon as you see him move, if you dodge, you will not get hit, and then it should trigger a cutscene, and then the boss is dead. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope the videos are helping, and as always, you take care now.